What's up, guys? It's Mo. Today I have for you a video about creating an offset around an image. This is the free version of the other tutorial using Superimpose X, where I said, ain't no way you're going to be able to do it with the free version. You're going to have to spend $4.99. Like, I'm sorry. Obviously, I didn't try hard enough because I was playing with Superimpose, the free version, this morning, and I figured it out for you guys. So, if you downloaded Superimpose X, that's great because it's a powerful program. I think it might be a little bit easier, but this is the way you can do it for free. And this is the way you can do it if you have an Android phone, because there's both an iOS app and an Android app for Superimpose, the free version. Superimpose X, there's not one for an Android phone. So we're going to use Superimpose, the free version, and Cricut Design Space. We're going to do two things today. We are going to take the white background off of like a JPEG image around a piece of clip art and then add an offset. And then we're going to work with an image that already has a transparent background and add an offset. So there's a couple more steps. It's kind of similar, but there's a couple more steps, a couple different things to do. So let's just jump into it. First thing we're going to do is tap on Superimpose, and you're going to get a screen that looks like this. And what you want to do is tap on the two little squares on top of each other in the upper left-hand corner. Tap on that. We're going to import a background. Again, this time we're not caring about the color. In this part of the tutorial, we're not caring about the color. It's orange. That's great. We're going to hit the check mark. It's wonderful. So now we have an orange background. Now we're going to go to import foreground, which should show up now, and we're going to choose photos. We're going to go to, I have favorites chosen, but I'm going to import this one that has the white background. We don't have to do anything. We don't have to change the constraints, crop it, or anything. We're just going to use it the way it is. Hit choose. And then we're going to go down to the bottom menu here and hit mask. We can, if you tap on where it looks like the magic wand there next to that mask with a plus sign, you want to make sure whatever is selected, you want to make sure it highlights this magic wand thing. Then, like in the other tutorial, we're just going to tap the background, and now the background is completely gone. Next to this mask button, the mask wand thing, the magic wand that we just used, is the mask with the plus sign. If you tap that, it's going to be a minus sign. What we want to do now is go to the brush, and we should, I think if it's the minus sign, let's make sure, yes. So now we're going to go to the brush here. We're going to tap on what used to be that magic wand, change it to the brush. And we're going to kind of zoom in here, and we're going to, what we're doing when this mask and the minus is we're bringing back part of the background we just erased. So you can just use your finger and make a little outline around your image. This is going to take a little bit longer, and you may have to, like right now, whoops, right now I'm rotating my phone, so I may want to, where's orientation lock? Lock the orientation and zoom in and rotate my phone around, hit undo. Because like I'm saying, it might take a few little bits for you to feel comfortable doing your offset, but you can just drag your finger around and do your offset. It's not going to be perfect, but I think it'll be adequate enough for, you know, what you want to do. And then we can go take a look, and if you say, you know what, I don't like the way this part looks, maybe I need to add a little bit more, you can go in and add a little bit more. This part over here might be too far out, so tap the plus sign next to the mask, and then you can go use your brush again to remove that part and kind of clean it up. Bring that back out a little bit. So then, and I'm using my fingers to pinch and zoom around here. We can say, you know what, I think this needs to be a little bit wider. Let's do that. Maybe this side needs to be a little bit wider. You know, whatever. However you need to do it. So now we have our offset around our image. And it's beautiful. Then we'll go tap on home again. And what we're going to do is tap this little box with the arrow upload. We are going to save the mask as the PNG. And the mask is what we just did when we made the outline and everything. So we're going to select mask as PNG, and that's going to bring it over into our photos. We can go to Cricut Design Space. Let's see here. Tap on new project. Replace, I guess I had something on there. Upload, select from photo library, all photos. This should be the most recent one that we did. Look at that. We don't have to clean up anything. We just go next, next, print then cut. I'm gonna have so many coffee cups in here. Coffee cup. I'm gonna name this 4 because I don't know how many coffee cups I got in there. And then it will upload to our library like magic. It'll be great. My phone is at 29%. Is that stressing anybody else out? Stressing me out. I don't know why this is taking forever to load. That was a YouTube comment. So now you can see, oops, I dragged it to refresh it on accident. It's in our library. You can tap it, insert it, and add it to your canvas. Same thing. We can tap on the image. We can go over to edit, make it about, I don't know, 0.5 inches wide. Click on make it. Tap up here and change however many we want to print to the copies. Select print, print it wirelessly to our printer, load our mat, cut it on the vinyl setting. That's what I use, and then we're done. Let's go back to the canvas here. Now I'm going to show you how to do this all again with an image that already has a transparent background. So I'm going to get rid of that so we can start over. Go to superimpose. We're going to tap on here. Import a background. This time we are going to pick a color and we want to make sure it's white. So, and you can change the aspect ratio here, but we want to make sure it's white. So you just, there's a little crosshair guy here. You just drag it all the way to the top until it's white. Hit the check mark. Then we'll tap those little squares again. Import foreground from photos. I think it's this one. Yep. Choose. Now we have that. Now what we want to do is actually save this whole thing to photos. So we're not going to tap anything else but photos. So now it's saved to photos. So now we can delete session. I just hit the little trash can up there. We're going to open up a background again. Doesn't matter what color we pick. Let's pick not that ugly yellow color. Hit the check mark. Now we're going to go back, import a foreground from our photos. We're going to choose that one that we just made. So we just saved this tutorial, or this part here, is if you have a PNG image already with a transparent background, what you're going to need to do is do those steps I just did. Open the background that's white, open your foreground as your PNG image, and then save it back to your phone. And then go through, open a background, doesn't matter what color, open the foreground as the image that you just saved. I think I moved through that kind of quickly. So let's go over here. Let's start again. We're going to work with an image that already has a transparent background. So first step is to import a background. Pick a color. You want to make sure it's white. Again, drag these little crosshairs with your finger. Choose white. Hit the check mark. Then we're going to import our foreground from photos. Again, I have my favorites selected. We're looking for the clip art that we have that has a PNG background, meaning it's, or I'm sorry, a transparent background, meaning it's already sort of cut from that white background. It has a transparent background and we need to add the offset to it. So we're going to hit choose. It's going to put it in the middle of our canvas here. We're going to immediately save this option so that we can remove the background again. And we need to do this section, or we need to do this process because our PNG doesn't have a background. So when we remove it in superimpose, we need to also be able to bring it back. So the background has to exist. So if you have a PNG that has a transparent background, you've got to do this portion to create the background that we're going to pull the offset from. I hope that makes sense. So after we've done that, we're going to go ahead and hit the square with the up arrow. We're going to export destination. We're going to choose photos here in the middle. and that's going to save it. We're going to delete this session and start all over. We're going to go to, now we're going to sort of do the first part that we just did, where we open a background, pick a color. It can be whatever color you want. Hit the check mark. Now we open a foreground from photos and we find what we just saved and we hit choose. And then that brings it into our canvas. And what we can do, we can also select transform, make it a little bit bigger if you want. It's not really necessary here because the decreased size isn't really going to affect what we're going to do. This PNG image is quite large. So now we're going to go erase the background. Make sure your little eraser tool when you select mask here down at the bottom is the magic wand. So then after we have the magic wand selected, we tap the background. Now we tap the mask with the plus sign and turn it to a minus sign, tap back on our magic wand and go back to brush. Then we pinch and zoom. And like I said, you can't tell, but I just turned my phone. That's kind of too big here. I just turned my phone so I can get more precise where I want it. And I'm creating my offset again. And again, we can go in and clean this up when we get done. So I know that's kind of too big. I'm going to go the other way. I'm going to change the mask back to a plus sign and kind of take some away. And I screwed that up, so we'll just go at it back in. Whoop. And we just keep playing around until we have something that we like. So we'll go like this. Okay, so that's sufficient for what we're doing right now. Then we hit the home button down at the bottom, go back to the upload square here, and for this one we're gonna save mask as PNG. The mask is gonna save the coffee cup and the offset that we just did. So tap that mask as PNG. It's gonna save to your photos again. We'll go back over here to Cricut Design Space. We will go to upload. We'll go to select photo from a library, all photos. It should be this one. That's the one we just did. Next, next, select print and cut, coffee cup 5, and then save. And so now we have our 15 millionth coffee cup in here. We can add it, insert, same thing. We will select it, change the height and the width. Or I guess change the height. If your proportions are locked, it's going to change the width as well. Click on make it, send it to your printer. Everything is great, grand, awesome, wonderful. We'll go back to the canvas here. So, like I said, told you guys you were not going to be able to do this for free. Ain't no way. There's no way you can do it for free. There's just no way. And, you know, here we go. I found something to where you could do it for free. So I hope you guys enjoyed this video. I hope you found it helpful. I hope I didn't cause you to spend $5 and now you don't need to spend $5. Honestly, I think the $5 one is worth it because it's easier to do than all of these steps. But if you have an Android or you don't want to spend $5, you can totally do this. So I hope you guys enjoyed this video. If you did, go ahead and give it a thumbs up and subscribe. Let me know what more you want to see, and I'm having fun making these sort of like mobile tutorials for you. I will leave a link to where you can find different Facebook groups and stuff that have cute little fun PNG clip art images that you can make stickers from. And yeah, so I will talk to you in my next video. Thanks for watching. Bye.